Hey guys, food writer, cookbook author, and resident seasonal food tipper, Dan Clapson here. I have some tips for you for how to make the most of cooking with winter produce. Let's start off with soup. When I make soup, I like to add in vegetables you might not think of. So if you're making something like a basic tomato soup, adding some parsnip or a bit of rutabaga adds a little bit more earthiness and depth to the soup, and you might be surprised just how much you like rutabagas, which I feel like are horribly underrated. Always grown in Canada, and I love their flavor, good price point, and they're kind of cute too. This next tip you might find a little bit strange, but I actually love adding beef jerky into dishes, especially in the winter time. Think of things like soups, stews, risottos. The smoked dry meat adds a ton of flavors. In a somewhat similar vein, dried fruits and vegetables are readily available at most grocery stores. Dried mushrooms pack a ton of umami and they're great in things like broths, pasta sauces. Dried fruits are really fun to play around with, so if you go to the CanadianFoodFocus.org site, you can find my recipe for a sour cream panna cotta with dried Saskatoon berries that have been reconstituted, a little bit of fruit wine and butter. Very delicious. I would be remiss not to shout out pulses. I am from Saskatchewan, the homeland of many, many pulses. Of course, they grow in Alberta and Manitoba as well. These are things like chickpeas, lentils, field peas, fava beans, white beans, black beans. I can go on. Packed with nutrients, tons of protein, and always, always, always inexpensive. So that's a great ingredient to look for in the grocery store shelves at this time of year. I hope some of these tips will inspire you in the kitchen, like they have just inspired me to leave and go make dinner.